What's up, spooky babes? I'm Taylor. Welcome to Let's Go Fright Seeing. My first video of 2026 was all about the upcoming horror movies hitting theaters this year, so it only feels right to talk about the horror TV series coming out this year as well. There are a lot of projects in the works for this year, but not a lot with exact release dates. Here are a few that are on my radar. First up, Ryan Murphy's The Beauty starts January 21st. Ryan Murphy is a hit or miss for me. You never know what you're gonna get. Many of his projects I won't go anywhere near, others I adore. So I'm gonna go in this one with low expectations, and I'm not afraid to cut and run like I sometimes tend to do with his shows. Anyways, The Beauty follows two FBI agents investigating the mysterious deaths of models. We've got Evan Peters and Rebecca Hall playing the agents, along with Anthony Ramos, Jeremy Pope, and surprisingly, Ashton Kutcher, among many other actors joining the crew. I'm 100% going into this because of my love for Evan Peters. We will see how it goes. Widow's Bay is another one that does have an official release date that I'm really excited about. Widow's Bay will be on Apple TV on April 29th. This one looks so good and very original. We love to see it. Widow's Bay was created by Kate Dippold, who was one of the writers for Parks and Rec and the most recent Haunted Mansion. I am very interested in this series. An article by Adrian Tyler for ScreenRant.com says Widow's Bay stars Matthew Rhys as Tom Loftus, the mayor of a mysterious, cursed, and secluded New England island, which is struggling to modernize to attract tourism. The town's superstitious locals, poor infrastructure, a potential curse, and his own son make Loftus's work as mayor even harder. I think this one looks very interesting. I love a spooky New England tale. American Horror Story is coming back for season 13 on Halloween. Look, I am ride or die for the first 5 seasons. I half-heartedly watched seasons 6 through 9. I got like halfway through 10 and I didn't even make it past episode 1 of season 11, and we're not even gonna mention season 12. But I might be back on that German-fested meat hook that is American Horror Story for season 13 because my life, my love, and my lady, Jessica Lange, is back. And so are my two other favorites, Angela Bassett and Sarah Paulson. Proceed with caution, but I think this one has a potential to hit that disgustingly great magic that happened with the insanely talented cast of the first 5 seasons. It's also rumored to connect back to Coven, which is like my #1 favorite, so that's a hot take in some circles, I guess. How are we feeling? What are we thinking? Should I do a full video where we talk about how much we love and hate American Horror Story and talk about each of the seasons? Would you watch that? Should we discuss? And then the rest of the series I'm going to talk about don't have release dates just yet, which is always scary. Will they actually happen? Let's hope so. 2 projects I've been hearing about since last year are Carrie and Crystal Lake. I talked about them both in my January 2025 upcoming horror series, and we did not see them last year. There were delays in these 2 projects, but it looks like things are moving forward. Carrie is a Mike Flanagan production that will be on Prime Video. This is a limited series with 8 episodes coming out eventually. No release date yet, but the good news is they are done filming, so it is happening this time. And this is, of course, an adaptation based on the Stephen King novel about a high school girl who is horribly bullied and gives the bullies what they deserve. She uses her telekinetic powers to get back at the girls, and we all cheer. And then Crystal Lake is a Peacock series that is a prequel to the Friday the 13th franchise. This series will focus on Pamela Voorhees, Jason's mom, played by the amazing Linda Cardellini. Jason's mom has got it going on, you know what I'm saying. This series was announced in 2023, had some delays, but they have wrapped on filming, so it is going to come out sometime in 2026. And then at some point in 2026, we are going back into the world of Anne Rice with season 3 of Interview with the Vampire Lestat. The Vampire Lestat is its own book and dives into Lestat's background, as well as a look at who he becomes in a modern era where he's a sexy, sexy rock star. I love Sam Reed as Lestat. He's incredibly talented, such a diva, and so terrifying and intense. I'm so excited for that one. And then the 2 that I'm personally the most excited for are 2 series that have gotten under my skin and lived rent-free in my brain for the last couple of years, Yellowjackets and From. From is one of the most interesting and creative horror series currently on, and I feel like not enough people talk about it. I think about this show all the time. I started watching it when season 3 came out, and I purposefully took forever to watch all the episodes because I did not want it to end. From is about a town that people stumble upon and then are trapped there. Imagine you're on a road trip. You see a tree that fell across the road blocking your way. A town is up ahead, so you go ask for directions back to the freeway. The people there are a little odd but tell you the highway's that way. Keep on going. Only for you to somehow run into that same fallen tree over and over again until you finally accept your fate that you are stuck. Then add in some horrifying creatures in the woods and a bunch of other freaky shit that unfolds as the show goes on. Obsessed doesn't even begin to describe how I feel about this show. The storyline, the acting, it's all brilliant. The good news is they have finished filming season 4 and it's set to release sometime in the spring or early summer of 2026. And of course, last but not least, Yellowjackets. Sadly, they got a last call with season 4 being the final season. It was originally supposed to be 5 seasons, but I think season 3 didn't do as well as they had hoped, and they took forever to announce that the show was going to be renewed, and then they unfortunately were told that season 4 will be it. But on the bright side, I would rather they have a final season and know it's the final one than leave us on a cliffhanger only to cancel the show. That is infuriating. If you haven't watched Yellowjackets yet, I highly encourage you to jump into the world of feral teens trapped in the wilderness who grow up to be dysfunctional adults that we love to hate. Team Misty fucking Quigley forever. Yellowjackets will start filming in early 2026, which means we probably won't see our scary girls until later in the year. I'm sure we will see a few other horror series pop up here and there, but those are the ones that have been on my mind. What series are you looking forward to the most, and do you have any recommendations for any lesser known horror series? Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe. I can't wait to see what horror movies and series are in store for us this very spooky 2026. Things are already pretty spooky, but we can enjoy the fictional spooky to take the edge off. You know what I mean? Love you so much. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next video.